Hello everyone, and welcome to the first lesson of Microsoft Excel. Now, Microsoft Excel, in this lesson, the first lesson, which is the start screen, what I'm going to show you is the first screen that you will be shown once you activate Microsoft Excel. So basically, the start screen comprised of all the settings and all of the previous lessons that you created, and also you will find various templates. So I'll cover all this in my lesson. So let's go over to Microsoft Excel and let's activate the start screen. So here I am back on the start screen on Microsoft Excel. So remember, once you start Microsoft Excel, you will be presented with this screen right over here. Now, you might not have all of these contents right over here, but you might have contents that you might have opened earlier, or you might not have any content at all. If you're opening it for the first time, then you will have a whole blank document or a blank start screen. Now, notice once I start this screen, you can see there are three options right over here: the home, new, and open. And right in the middle, we have all of these options: welcome to Excel, drop-down tutorial, formula tutorial, Power Query tutorial, and all of these as well. And from here, you'll find your recent files that you opened earlier. And you'll also find this tab, which is called the pinned tab. Now, if you have pinned anything, this will open up these pinned tabs and pinned documents as well. So I don't have anything pinned, so I don't have. For instance, if I want to pin this, I can just simply click on this pin button right over here, this pin icon, and now it has been pinned. Now if I go to the pinned, you can see that it is pinned right over here. Okay, now if you want to unpin it, just click on the pin button again, and it will just disappear and it will appear right over here again. Okay, alright, so in the start screen, we have a lot of options right over here. Now, this is the home screen that you are facing right now. We are facing this home screen, and the home screen, it comprises of this blank workbook. Now, notice what happens if I click on this blank notebook. If I click on it, it opens up a new page, a new document, and a whole new book. Okay? We'll get into the blank document in our later lessons, but right now I'm just gonna go back, and to close this, what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna go over here into the file, and I'll click right over here into the close. Now notice once I opened the blank document, the whole interface has changed right now, right? These three has gone minimized, and we have more options right over here, but we're not going to get into that right now. I'm just going to go ahead and click on the close, and you can see now we have a blank document. Now if you open a document and if you close it just like the traditional way, you will close the whole Excel app. So we don't want that. What we want is to just close only the window that we created or the blank document that we created earlier. Okay, now to go back to the start screen, just click on File, and you'll be taken back to the start screen. And with the same process, you'll have all of these functions, except you'll have them minimized, and you'll have some other options which are not accessible anymore because I closed that blank workbook. Okay, now once we've covered the home, you can see there are more options down right over here, which is the account, feedback, and options. Okay, I'll get into that later on as well. Now, what I want to show here is I want to show you this top bar right over here. The top bar, it says Excel, and there is nothing else right over here. But in the right side, we have all of these options right over here. So in these options, you'll find your account, which is your Microsoft account, which is logged into your Excel. You'll find all of your informations right over here. You can get into detailed info if you click on Office User Info. Okay, then we have is this smiley and this sad emoji. Now it says here, once I hover over it, it says send a smile, and if I hover over this sad emoji, it says send a frown. Okay, so these are basically feedbacks in the help section of Excel. that you can use to send feedbacks if you're finding any function that is functioning funny. All right. If you find anything funny, you can just send them a frown and you can describe how you want it fixed. Okay. And if you think everything is good and you just want to give some feedback, you can just send them a smile. Okay. Then we have this question mark icon right over here, which says Microsoft Excel help. If I click on it, it will take me into the browser, which will open up and take me into the Microsoft website. Okay. So if I stay right over here, you can see it says Start Backstage with the File tab. Okay. So this is Microsoft Word's web page. So I'm just going to go over and click this off like this. Okay, just quit it. And now you can see that was the Microsoft help. That's how you can function it. Also, you can click on F1 to activate it again. Okay. And then we have the minimize button. Now you all know what the minimize button does. Also, we have restore down button as well. And we all know what this does as well. If I click on it, it will just shrink down. And then we have close button, which will eventually just close off all of Microsoft Excel. Okay. So now from home, I can just go to new right over here. If I click on new, you can see that it took me to another interface, and right over here you can see in the new there's another blank document right over here. Now if I click on it, it will open up another blank document. Okay, so to close it, just click on close from over here and then go back to files. Let's go to new. So that is our blank document, and from here in the new section you can actually search for templates online. Now obviously you're going to need internet connection. So in this day and age, everyone has internet connection, so they gave this feature for much more ease. Okay, so from here you can actually select any type of templates that you desire. Okay, so you can select organization chart or beyond pie chart. We have personal monthly budget. All right, if you're just a family guy and you want a personal budget, monthly budget, you can just create one from here and you can just drop your files from over there. Okay, so there's another lesson over here you can use, like welcome to Excel. There's take a tour, create a drop down list. Basically this is a tutorial to get you started with Excel. Now you can go into that as well if you want. Okay, so then we have all of these academic calendar. You can create one, you can get one just easily, just clicking on here. You can just open it in a new tab and in a blank document, and you can get all of these templates. There are hundreds of templates over here, and you can actually search for specific templates that you need. For instance, business, personal, planners and trackers, and then we have lists, budgets, charts, calendars, you name it, you got it on Excel. Okay, so if you want templates according to your projects, you can just search for templates over here, and you have all of these categories that you can choose from. Okay, so the new part is done. Now let's go ahead and open this open section. If I click on this open, you can see it only shows us the recent workbooks that we have or we opened or we were not done editing. Okay, so here we have two slides, which is workbooks and folders. Okay, and in the left side you will find your OneDrive. If you have a OneDrive account, and if you have OneDrive, then you will find that your account has been linked to Microsoft Excel. And at the bottom we have this PC, and basically you can browse your computer from here. So if you click on browse, then you can see that this window opens and you can just browse from your computer and take in any type of project that you want, or you can download it. Okay, so in the folders, if I click on folders, you can see it basically shows your OneDrive folder, all of the folders that are available inside your OneDrive and your desktop as well. Okay, so these are the folders. If you have any files, folders in your folders, if you want to import those files, then you can simply click here and you can get them from here as well. Okay, so this part is done right over here. You can see upside this home button, we have this back button. Now if I click on the back, it will take me to my blank space, but I don't have any workbooks open right now, so it goes over to this blank space, and here we have file, home, insert, page layout, all of these ribbons, and I'll get to them in another lesson, but this lesson is only the start screen, so I'm gonna go back to the start screen. So from here, at the end of this section, you'll find 3 more options, which is the count, feedback, and options. Now, straight out, this feedback option, you can access it from your top bar right over here as well. For earlier, I showed you guys this smiley and this frown emoji. Now, these are all linked, and these three icons are linked to your feedback. Now, eventually, if I just click on feedback, you can see the same thing appears, like I like something, I don't like something, or I have a suggestion. Now, if you have a suggestion, you can only just click here and you can just go to feedback to Microsoft, and you can just refer anything that you think that would be beneficial to Microsoft Excel, and you can give your suggestions from over here. So I'm just gonna cross this and I'm gonna go back. So that was basically the feedback. Now another option that we have here is the account. Now account is very important as well. Now if I click on account, you can see it basically shows all the information of your Microsoft account in your name, that everything that you have, which year you have, which year update software do you have. So currently I have Microsoft Office Professional Plus 2021. And we have all of this information as well. From here, you can actually change your Microsoft Office background from over here, Excel background. For instance, right now it's in circuit. Now you can change it to anything you want. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep it at circuit for now. And also, if you want to change the theme, you can just go ahead and select any type of theme you want. There's colorful, dark gray, black, white, and you can actually set it up yourself if you want as well. So if I click on black, you can see everything turns black. Dark gray makes it dark gray, and I'm just gonna keep it to colorful. Okay, so this is basically the default for every Microsoft Office apps. All right, so I'm just gonna keep it in colorful. Okay, so now the last one that we have here is options. Now this is the most important option that you have in your start screen, okay, because this options, we're gonna go back to these options a lot throughout this course. Okay, so basically if I click on options, you can see there's this window that has been opened, and here you will find general, formulas, data, proofing, save, language, ease of access, advanced, customized ribbon, quick access toolbar, add-ins, and trust center. So in one word, this is actually your settings for your Microsoft Excel. Okay, so don't be confused by the name of options. This is basically the settings that you can choose on Excel, and you can change the settings as well. For instance, we have this general option right over here, and from here you can actually user interface, you can change the interface however you want. Now if you want to change the ribbons, like the ribbons are these options right over here, you can click on customize ribbons, and there you can see there are a lot of apps commands over here that you can change or you can add. Okay, so let's get back to general, and right over here you can see there are more options over here. Privacy settings, personalize your copy of Microsoft Office. This is basically your settings for Microsoft Excel. Okay, so I'm not going to change anything from here right now. I'm just going to click on OK, and then I'm going to go back to my start screen. Alright, so these were basically all the functions of start screen. I hope this was helpful for you guys. Okay, so go ahead and take a look at your start screen and explore it and see if you can find any more options as well. Alright, so with this, I'm going to end this lesson right over here, and in our next lesson we're going to go over to the interface, and I'm going to show you the blank page and how the whole interface works, and you're going to learn about all the functions and formulas as well. Okay, so I'll see you in that lesson, and with this I'm ending this one.